The 4,000 additional troops will be joining the 12,000 UN troops who are already on the ground in South Sudan, and their deployment has been controversial from the beginning. The Kiir government rejects it. It says that it's unwanted foreign intervention and that it hasn't been consulted about it. Unlike, for example, the African forces that were negotiated with IGAD, which is the East African Regional Bloc. Now, in this case, the Kiir government agreed to have African forces being deployed to South Sudan, and it says that it will have a say in the composition of the forces and how the deployment takes place. But the UN says that these troops are needed to be in Juba to protect the civilian population, protect UN installations and key sites such as the airport. A second item that will probably be on the agenda during the meeting is the recent attack on foreigners and South Sudanese in a complex in Juba. Now, that attack lasted 4 hours. Government forces entered the compound and were assaulting foreigners and South Sudanese. They even killed a South Sudanese journalist. And throughout the attack, people on the compound were asking the UN to intervene to protect them, and the UN did not intervene. There are lots of questions about what happened that day and why the UN was inactive. Now, the 4,000 troops are supposed to be limited to Juba, but the violence in South Sudan is taking place across the country. We've met refugees who've come to this part of Uganda from different parts of South Sudan, and they've told us horrific stories of escaping the violence back home. And the question is, who will be protecting them? Will more troops be deployed to protect other parts of the country?